Hello everyone, this is Joe. I'm a new trader using the divergence analysis setup. I'm using NinjaTrader, and I just want to talk about some of my experiences and example of what happened with the pound dollar yesterday and today. Of course, you have the website Divergence Analysis, and they have a YouTube channel with very helpful videos. Hopefully, this will shed some light for those new traders. This is a perspective from a user. Okay, so I have my Ninja Trader here, and there is some of the currencies that I follow. I'm going to open pound dollar. Okay, so with the pound dollar, we have today's uh, activity here, and we have yesterday's activity. We can see a great number of pips for potentials, and I'm going to talk about specifically what made me enter the market today. And as you can see over this period of time, there's a lot of consolidation here. And there's a movement here. It looks like false movement. The market is trying to trick some of the traders out there and to get into short positions or long positions. And eventually, it does show their hand, and it decides to go on a downtrend. There's also have been a number of news today, so that might have a lot of impact on what you're seeing here. But I'm going to talk specifically what made me enter the market today, and based on the event setup that I have here. So if I look at the indicators, I just want to show you that I have the buying and selling cycles. I have the paint bar, I have the short-term trend, and then the signal sound alert, which is the latest indicator. The previous one did not include the alert. So what I'm looking at here is some convergence, and I see some convergence here of the downtrend, the uptrend, and the pivot line here. But even though it has a signal, because the lines are crossing here, it doesn't have a lot of momentum here. So um, it's nothing that I will consider. Besides, coming from the London, I was looking for a high or a low. So that usually happens between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. As you can see, this is a 5 a.m. area. This is 7 a.m. area. Because of the news at 4:30, it seems like a lot of the traders have been waiting for what's going to happen next to take a position in the market. So you see another convergence here. The lines, you even see an alarm, an alert going up. It makes a bit of a move, and then you see another convergence here, and it gives you an alert because of the longer trend is crossing here, but it's still above the zero line. So even though you see the leading line of the shorter trend, and you see small bars here in the histogram, to me they're still small. It's not like a big movement where you see here in the future with bigger bars, but it is pointing away, you know, where the arrow gave you, it is pointing away from the histogram. So yeah, it looks like, but it's still as it moves forward into the future, you see it's still giving you like movement up and forth, and you can see it here where it tries to reach higher prices, and the wick is showing that there was no commitment there to go up. And here the wick is showing down. Of course, you have a pin bar. Yeah, this is the last convergence that it drew my attention. But because there's still some hesitation here from the buyers, and I don't see a separation from these trend lines, what I have decided is to draw a line here to the lowest wick here and say, okay, well, this is somewhere that I'll be looking for as an entry. And you can even put it like a pending order, maybe 5 pips below, and get your entry here. As you can see, this wick does a trick. It has some separation from the trend lines and the pivot, which it gives you a hint that something is going to move here. And right here, you can see the leading line kind of aggressively going away from the medium term. Okay, and then you see these two lines going into the lower part of the zero line of the longer trend. So you see some momentum going down. This is what it's all about, momentum. So let's just say that you do go in at this position, and I will hold a position. Here's a test to see if somebody wants to go up to the northern side of the prices, but it doesn't happen. The paint bar indicator is still painting them red. So as you can see, it continues, and this candle has even more separation from this trend line here, and is way away from the pivot, which it depends on your risk management. You can even use it as a stop loss mark, if you will. Each one of us is different, right? What they can determine as a stop loss. So this continues, and I don't know. I see it here a little bit sideways, but you see a strong candle here. Maybe this is a way. This is 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Maybe this is another opportunity to say, okay, well, if I see if it continues down and is red, maybe I go in again. That's up to you. But as it continues to move down, we see this kind of a candle that there's not a lot of commitment here, but I'm looking at the histogram. The histogram, the bars are getting stronger. The lean line is moving away. This is definitely on an angle towards down. But there's also a lot of separation here from this trend line. But eventually, I start seeing this is a second candle that kind of worry me, and it's kind of green. Then here's a green light, green candle, green candle, green candle. Now I'm seeing a little bit of consolidation in this area. So for me, this would have been a place to exit. Even though, you still see the trend line, but, let's see how much that would have yielded. If I would have gone in, like I said, around, let's just say that I got in a few pips below where I put the line, and I continued to hold and got out somewhere around here, that would have yielded 69. And if I would have entered here again at this number here, and I'd exit at the same time, I would have caught an extra 29 pips. So, we're talking 70, 30, 100. Really, you're talking about 98 pips. 98 pips, to me, that's a good session. And I think this is where this setup, the smart lines, can help a trader, a retail trader like myself, a small trader, to go into the market with more confidence. And before I go, another reason why I would have exited at this point is because I see this leading line going into the histogram. So that kind of worries me a little bit. And then the separation of these two lines on the longer trend are getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. Then I see a green bar, and more or less I would get out when the market allows me to. But still, you have a potential of 98 pips. Let's just say you didn't take all of them, you wanted to be more conservative in entries and exit, you could at least gotten 50 pips. I mean, and that would be very conservative, in my opinion. And I just wanted to share this with you. My name is Joe. I'm a retail trader. I trade my own money. And I wanted to thank you for your time. If you have any questions, um, please let me know, or Dyer know. And I'm sure that he can address them too. Thank you very much. Happy trading.